This is my 2000 Harley Davidson Ultra Classic. Yep, got her tore down. Motor issues. My little shop of horrors here. That's how us rednecks do it. Anyways, reason for this video is I'm going to show you a little insider secret. I'm going to show you how to clearance or check the clearance from your valve covers to your rockers. In case you got a top end rattle noise, you can't figure out what it is or where it's coming from, this is a good way. The first step you need to do is get yourself a good wife. If you ain't got yourself a good woman or a good wife, well then get off the internet and go get one. Got my wife to make me some of this kid silly putty stuff here. Little insider secret on this is you're going to take your Harley Davidson valve covers here and you're trying to figure out where the rattle noise is or what the clearance issues are or what clearance you may have. I'm running a 0.625 cam in mine, so it's a high lift cam with the crane cams roller rockers, which is going to push these rockers up pretty high in comparison to stock. So what you're going to do to figure out if your valve cover is going to hit is you're going to take some of this silly putty stuff here and you're going to put it in the valve cover like that there. Yep, don't be scared of it. You got the motor torn apart, or even if the motor's running, just clean all the oil out of there real good. And you're going to take this here valve cover, you're going to stick it right on there. And you're going to squash it right on down. Get that gap closed up all the way around. And that way, when you go to peel this off, you want to be a little careful because sometimes it'll stick to different spots. You peel that off there, you see, motor's still okay. And you look. Perfect impression of your rockers. Now, here's the tricky part. Let's say you had one of these rockers here that was hitting. Okay, I have my valves in here. Sometimes it'll take two hands, two people, two sets of hands. You push that down on there. And you want to make sure that while someone is holding this down on here, I'm going to set the phone down for a second. While someone's holding that down on there, you want to have someone else push up the valves. Make sure the rockers are all the way up. That way they'll be at their highest point. You've got no push rods holding them out. You've got nothing holding them out. So you can push these all the way up to their highest point that they're going to lift before they hit the inside in there. Okay, so if you actually had a clearance issue on here, it's most likely going to be right here, right on this end here. And what it's going to look like if you did is, I'm going to push my finger down in here, is your rocker is going to leave a mark like that. And then you're going to know exactly how far your rocker is lifting. If it's leaving a mark like that, then you know you need to clearance your valve covers. Okay, and check everywhere else, make sure nothing else is leaving a mark. If it's not leaving a mark, you can take something like a pick, little pick tool, and you can take that point right there, and let's do it on this side. You know that that rib is coming right off this back corner right about here, coming across. You can look at the other valve cover and see that. And you know you can put that pick in here and just move a little bit of this material back until you find the rib. Once you find the rib, which is going to be right there, then you can measure from here up the thickness of that and know how much room you've got before that rocker is going to hit the valve cover. Now on these here, I taken this first rib here and I've ground it down. Let me get my little pointer. You see this lip that comes across here? If you grind it down flush with that lip all the way across, right here on this rib, smooth it all back out and polish it up so that way the oil don't stick to it and stuff. Got to do it to both of them. Grind them down. You see that there? Just grind it on down and smooth it out. And that, my friends, will fix the top end rattle, most likely, if that's what your issue is. Now, the reason why I know that this is the reason on this one, that it had a top end rattle, couldn't figure out what it was. I did a rebuild on it, put brand new roller rockers in here. They have this nice, pretty powder coating on there from the factory, all nice and black. When I took this top end apart, I found that. You see that? On this rocker here, right where the pointy's at. You see that line? I know it's not wanting to focus. Let's see if I can get a better shot. Well, anyways, that line, as you can see, is a clear indication that this rocker has been hitting. And then when I took the valve cover off, I looked at it, and sure enough, the rib right where that rocker was at, we had a little bit of a flat spot in it. So that, my friends, is how you figure it out. A little insider trick, little secret of my own. Like, comment, or share. Thank you.